Please welcome back Hailee Steinfeld. Hi, get on in here. Where's Mom?
Oh, she's...
Now, how come Mom doesn't come into the interview?
Blanket me. Guys, you keep it cold.
We do.
This is awake.
Yes.
We do because we're creepy.
What? No, got it.
They do.
Oh,
They keep it cold because they like looking at my nipples.
Yeah.
They do admit it. You like looking at
They're
my nipples.
magnificent, Elvis.
It's my favorite
Makes
thing.
sense.
One's magnificent, one's
You know,
good.
the word, when it comes to describing my nipples, the word epic.
Wow.
Comes to
I
mind.
can see that.
Hailee, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
We're going to play your song in a second, which I love.
Thank you.
There is this new thing in, maybe this is an old thing in songs, I don't know, where it starts out at one point and builds, but your song is one of those building songs. It really builds into this powerful thing. And
Thank you.
now, when you sit down to record a song, do you look at them and go, okay, don't even bring a song to me unless it builds?
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, is Hailee, when you're with your hits you release, is there some sort of recipe that must go into a song to make it a hit? How does that work?
I mean, I love collaborating, and I really think it has a lot to do with who you're working with, and who is on the song. And with this song in particular, I got it when it was in a great place, but it needed some love. And I had just met Ryan Tedder actually in New York at Jimmy Fallon backstage. It was the day the Golden Globe nominations were announced, so we were kind of like freaking out that we were both nominated, and we kind of hit it off really quick. And it was super brief, but he said to me, he was like, I would love to get in the studio, or if you have any questions ever, call me, ask me, I want to help you. And I was like, I mean,
That's
all right,
amazing.
Ryan Tedder.
I mean, he's royalty, music, writing,
Oh my
royalty.
God, genius. So I sent him the song, and I said, if you like this and want to help me with it, I would love that. And he wrote me back and said, I love the song, give me a week. And he turned it into what it is.
He's a song fixer. Even though it was a great song to begin with.
Totally.
But it's like taking your car to Amco.
Right, sort of.
And they fix
Sort
it.
of.
They make it drive a little more smoothly for you.
Right.
Anyway, he is a genius, though.
He is.
By the way, this is Rob Shooter.
Hello, hey,
Hi.
I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
And I do love your song.
Oh, thank you so
I do
much.
talk like this. It's
I
awful.
love it.
It's like Mary Poppins.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's like a walking, talking Muppet.
I'm going to walk out of here impersonating it. I love it.
Please don't. No, we love Rob. He's in for Danielle, who's being a great mommy
Great
today.
mommy.
Aw.
Okay, and so one thing, and you know Bethany, of
Yes.
course.
Hello.
Hi.
Now, one thing that Rob does, he does some gossip column.
A little bit gossipy, yes.
But we learned from him about the Met Ball where you were the other night.
Yes.
Tell her the secret you learned. This is fabulous.
The secret of the Met Ball, and somebody told me she did this, so I know it's true. Those dresses are so elaborate and so tricky. Some ladies are even sewn into them.
Yes.
It's very hard to go to the bathroom.
Right.
So I know at least one person who wore an adult diaper.
Just in case.
Just
in case. Well, this is the first I've heard of this.
Well, hold on, Hailee, you were there.
You were there.
I was there.
Dress was gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, well, are you asking me if I witnessed any
Yes,
of
we
the-
are.
No, I did not.
No.
In fact, I did attempt actually going to the restroom, and I walked away because it was too hard. So I can see why somebody would do that.
Why was it too hard to go to the restroom?
Well, I feel like the restrooms at the Met are not used to go to the bathroom.
They're not for peeing.
There's like the whole separate party happening in the restroom.
First of all, they don't have to pee in the bathroom because they just pee at the table. It's Pampers.
Oh.
You know what? But when it comes to fashion, though, and that's what the Met Ball is about,
Yeah.
people are willing to do anything and everything to get the most attention and to look great. And
Right.
Here's my problem with the Met Ball. Did you see 15 Reasons or the 13 Reasons
13
Why?
Reasons Why.
Yes.
No,
on Netflix?
I have not seen it yet.
About bullying and high school competitions. I feel like the Met Ball is like high school, where everyone is in this look at me competition. It's fun.
Right.
It's a fun reason to dress up and hang out with really cool people and this and that. But there are people saying snarky things in the bathroom. I was in the men's room and I heard people saying snarky
Right.
things about other people. I'm like, high school was over years ago.
I know. Well, it's crazy. It's definitely a huge night where it gives us the opportunity to really go all out and go the extra mile. And I don't know. It's a crazy place. I've been 7 years in a row now, and it's so insane to think about that. But I really do feel honored to be a part of such an incredible night that I feel will really, live on forever.
At the end of the night, I mean, they do raise a buttload of money.
And the Met needs it, so the museum does need it, so it is a good thing. I think I'd just end it after the carpet. Like, forget the ball.
Right.
Let's do the carpet and we can all go and get a pizza.
I think
I am with that.
I didn't realize
What do you
there
think,
was
Bethany?
another part of it. Like, I think I just thought that it was like you go on the red carpet and
Sure.
then you go home.
No, you go up one massive staircase, then you go up another, and then you sit for a couple hours, and then you go party.
Is there really an arrival line when you walk in?
Oh, yeah.
You have to shake hands.
Oh, there is, yes. I mean, well, there's like multiple lines, but yes, there is that where you.
Yeah,
all of that.
there's a lot of work going on there.
Yeah.
So as you get ready for the Met Ball, I mean, this is where you can go really crazy with what you're going to wear. Like we saw Rihanna was wearing this amazing dress, and I absolutely loved it, but there were people who didn't love it. As you're looking at your options, how do you tell the line between this is amazing and fabulous and this is too much? Because it's got to be a fine line.
Right. No, I guess in some ways it is, and in some ways, because it's the Met Ball, it's almost it's your excuse to go
you
all
go.
out,
Yeah.
and
I get
that's
it.
what makes it so much fun.
Don't you
Yeah.
remember, what was it, 2 years ago at the iHeartRadio Music Awards? I was voted worst dressed.
Oh no! What did you
It was
wear?
amazing.
Well, if you could pull it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, what
It
were
was
you
it was
wearing?
it was a D squared suit.
Love D squared.
The problem was it was a matching jacket and pants, but I think the boys at D squared meant for you to either wear the jacket or the pants.
Oh no!
I decided.
Oh,
Oh boy.
I decided to let it all work together.
that's a lot. Oh.
But but here's the thing. Look, we have to get to the music, Hailee. We have to get to the music.
No,
We
I
will.
like this much more.
When I was voted worst dressed at the iHeartRadio Music Awards, I thought it was an honor. I loved it. It was
Oh.
like, thank you.
Right.
Right. Enough of that.
I love it.
So, let's talk about. Of course, you have "Starving" out with Zedd, right? Mm-hmm. And Gray, and it's doing really well. I mean, we play it every 10 minutes.
Thank you.
I love. Is it almost like, wow, it's a good day for me in your music career if that's the day you agree to do a collaboration with a Zedd or a David Guetta or an EDM superstar? It seems like that's something you have to add to your portfolio of music. Is it true?
You know, it seems that way for sure. I'm a huge fan of Zedd and have been for many years. And when he reached out to me saying he had this song that he was like, I've got this song, it's going to be the biggest song of the year. And I was like, I mean, okay. I mean, if you're saying so, then
Right.
it's got to be something good.
Right.
And the way it worked out was so organic and so easy, and it all came together. He introduced me to Gray, who produced the track, and Zedd. We all just got in the room together, and it happened, and it was amazing, and he's awesome, and I'm super pumped on the song.
There you have it. Now, let's talk about Most Girls. What a fantastic theme. I mean, Bethany and I were talking about this earlier, where, and again, I don't always want to be the guy who says, oh, your song is about this or that, Hailee.
Sure.
Like when you did the song about touching yourself. I'm like, you know what I'm saying.
Hello.
Well, you know. But there was a little argument, debate over if it was a song about masturbatory whatever, or if it was a song about being in touch with yourself, or I don't know. But what I do get, and what Beth and I were talking about in Most Girls, is it really is about something that exists with all the women that we admire who have the strength and power. Just like our friend Gabby Sidibe, who was here yesterday.
Amazing.
Who's amazing.
Yeah.
What is it? What is your take on Most Girls? Am I sort of close? Are Bethany and I sort of
no,
close?
No, you're very, very close. This song deals with so many, I wouldn't necessarily say issues, but conversations that are happening in the world right now with women. And funny enough, it stemmed from the comment that guys will make when complimenting a woman by saying you're not like most girls. And that was said to me recently, and I thought about it, and as much as I wanted to accept it as a compliment, I thought, what part of me is not like the amazingness in most women, in all women?
Who said it?
We want a name.
Give me a name.
Can we hunt him down?
Initials.
But no,
it made you think, and that's
it
a
made
good
me
thing.
think, and it's funny because I think, genuinely it's said as a compliment, and they almost don't know any better. And it was, I mean, it's been said to me before. I think I've even complimented somebody by saying something along those lines before, and you don't think about, you're sort of putting down their entire gender, and to want to be like most women and to want to be like most girls is something that I think a lot of my friends in my generation are realizing and starting to do. So
Good. And
yeah.
so Hailee, Bethany, guys don't always understand the unity that women have. I mean, this commonality that we don't, because we don't have it.
Well, and the difficult thing is, going back to big events like the Met Ball or events like prom or events like, corporate parties where you show up dressed up for the Christmas party, is a lot of times women, we pit ourselves against each other,
right,
which doesn't help anybody. And when you say like you're not like most girls, what is that usually means? What? You're not high maintenance, you're not shallow, you're not, and it's putting all of these labels on us, which it's not fair.
And it's almost like telling a girl they're prettier without makeup, but what if that girl really loves to wear makeup? You're basically saying you look great when you don't feel the best.
And it's kind of a, we should think before we start. I'm so stupid.
We don't think. We should think.
Now, okay, there's one more thing I want to share with you, because yes, Gabby Sidibe was here yesterday. Her new book is just pretty incredible. Have you met her before?
I have. Briefly, but she's great.
What a force. But Bethany, can you paraphrase what she said yesterday about confidence?
Yeah, she said...
This is, you can write a song about this.
Give it to me.
She said, people really view her as somebody who's very confident, but she said confidence is something that she has to reapply multiple times a day, like lipstick. And it's really nice to be reminded that someone isn't just confident. They're a normal person who has to remind themselves, yeah, I'm okay. And it's not something that you just wake up and you feel it. You have to keep reinforcing it the same way that you have to keep reinforcing choosing healthy food and making healthy life choices.
Wow.
She was awesome.
Wow. Amazing. It's so true.
Well, no, but Hailee, we look at you because we see you as this successful performer, artist, in more pieces, in more places than just music. But I mean, so people assume, well, Hailee Steinfeld has it all. She's the most confident woman out there. Obviously, she has no problems. I mean, people don't know. They just don't know.
Right.
So when you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see a confident person? Do you see someone who's happy-go-lucky 24 hours a day? Do you have to apply confidence like lipstick? How does it work
absolutely, for you? Absolutely. In fact, I don't know that I can really find a better way to say that, but it is something. And it's funny because when I first sort of came into the music space, I came out with a song called Love Myself. And not only was it a great message that I put out to my fans that happened to respond to it so well, it was a constant reminder for myself on many different levels. Here I am performing music for the first time, and people are going to have stuff to say. I'm an actor coming over into music, all this hesitation and sort of doubtfulness that was sort of around that coming out in music type thing, and it was hard, and it was a reminder for myself, and I have to remind myself daily about self-confidence and self-love and how important it is.
I love to get scared sometimes. I'd love to get nervous, because to me nervousness is, there's a thin line between losing it and just being excited about something. And so I'm assuming as a performer, when you go out on stage with all these people looking at you, Hailee, I know that butterfly thing you get.
Oh boy, yes.
But either you can think that's nervousness, or you can think that's my energy, that's my spark plug, and you get out there and you just hit it.
Totally. Well, I've definitely learned to use the nerves. I didn't always know how, and it would come out in ways I regret. But no, it's amazing to go out there and use that energy and feed off of the people in front of you. It really is like nothing else.
Have you ever been performing, and who was it we had on as a guest, and they came up and performed for us, and this person, he or she said, I haven't actually sung in over 2 weeks, so I was afraid to get up here, but halfway through the song you saw that they realized they were doing a great job.
Oh.
Have you ever been in a performance where you're singing on stage and you're like, oh my God,
I'm killing it.
It's all working. Like right now, it's got to be a great feeling.
Totally. I actually had a performance recently, just a few weeks ago, where I was I'd been sick for a while, and I was just getting over this horrible cold, and I was so nervous. I was performing in front of people that I really cared about, and I was so nervous that I wasn't going to deliver, or I wasn't going to do a good enough job. And the minute I got out there and started singing, I won't lie, the first half of the song was pretty rough, but once I got into it, I realized like this is where I feel like I can be me, and there's something to that live effect that it is what it is, and you make the most of it, and I get to do what I love, and it was just a reminder of in the moment, like this is what it is, and whether I feel great or not, or sound great or not, I I guess not feel great because I felt great, and as sick as I was happy.
You healed yourself in the middle of a song. I mean, that's something we could all do. You wake up in a really crappy mood and see things aren't good. But then it's good if you can realize in the middle of the day, I kind of pulled this day together. We're going to be all right.
Totally.
And do what you got to do. I had a call yesterday. I was so nervous to take it, so I put on lipstick and high heels first.
Stop!
For a phone call. It works.
It works.
Beautifully.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
Rob,
amazing.
We should do that, Rob.
I do it every day. I'm wearing my high heels and lipstick right now.
I got to put on my stilettos at the call. Well, look,
That's amazing.
We're about to play Most Girls. It's out now, by the way.
Woo!
And
Thank you.
And I don't. Is it true that you actually got hungry in your hotel and called downstairs and there's no room service in the hotel?
Yes, this is so true. This happened last night.
Well, no, Charlie Walk. You're putting her up in a hotel.
Charlie,
that-
get a better hotel,
What a cheap
Charlie.
ass. And all the good you're doing, you're making him a multi-billionaire, and the guy at your music company is putting you in a hotel with no room
You
service?
can't even get a chicken
no.
sandwich.
Oh, my
no.
God.
Charlie.
I mean, I was just looking for some ice cream or something small, and
What?
Something, a hot pocket.
Yeah, Hot Pocket.
yeah, nothing.
Well, next time you come to town, you stay with me, and you have one
Okay,
in the house.
Elvis,
All right.
sounds good.
Hailee Steinfeld, the single, if you haven't heard it yet, I'm going to play it for you here. It's Most Girls, and after hearing Hailey's take on what it's all about, it makes it extra special. Thank you so much for coming in to see us.
Thank you.
Hailee Steinfeld. Thank you.
Thank you.